Hello Internet and welcome to my review of Purgatory vs Vampirella by Chaos Comics from April 2000. Yes, I used my blue towel again because the other one is in the washing machine. So basically this comic is about a set in 2020, and there is a vampire war against humanity, and humanity is getting decimated, and there are all across the world is a factories, blood banks. People are getting their use for as cattle. Some of them are bred there, and they are led by a vampire person. That was my telephone. Called Jade. So we start here, and we see the vampire blood bank here, and we see these half-naked ladies getting drained, and they examining some kind of rock. And there are people are coming in, but this is here Vampirella in disguise. They're gonna attack this vampire group because basically they are the resistance, the few that is left, and she is leading them. And these people are just humans, and the rest is all mostly vampires. So we see some sexy shots here and some action. And then, while they're battling them, she is going away because, their plan failed. But so she's going back into the sewer, into the resistance camp. And basically, Chastity here was the minion of Jade, injected Vampirella with some nanotechnology that, they can follow her. And then, but basically, what Vampirella stole was this stone, and there's an incantation on that, and she uses that stone to summon something that could stop the tide of the war, turn it around. And they summon, well, you guessed it already. It's a splash page of Purgatory. And the first thing Purgatory does is, taking some human and sucking it dry. And what I like about Purgatory is she is very self-conscious of what she is. She likes women. She's sexy. She's seductive. She's strong. She's power hungry. And she comes from another time period, from the land of the Egypts, as were. And she was a slave before she was turned into a vampire blood demon. So basically, in the whole book, this is of course a vampire stories, but we have four basic, vampires. We have Purgatory, we have Vampirella, we have Chastity, and we have Jade. Those are the four people that they are battling each other, basically. And it's not a hectic story or a complicated story. It's basically more like. We see this kind of concept a lot in comics. I mean, there are people meeting each other. They are friends or enemies. They're battling each other, and then they team up for a common goal. But basically, they are all evil people. Even Vampirella sometimes can be. It's not always the good guy or the good girl in this case. So, Chastity is bursting in because they found her, and we see some visceral shots here. And Chastity throws some kind of bomb towards I'm forgetting the name, Purgatory, and Purgatory stares funnily at the device because she's coming from another area. She doesn't know what a nuclear device or a bomb is, and Vampirella is, as you can see here, picks her up and saves her and her human friend. And we skip a little bit, and then we see Jade, who has some different power sets in her, bat vampire form, and that is what I really like about this character. I mean, they all have different power sets. I mean, not sure if Chastity. I believe Chastity is a standard vampire, which I like, but Jade here is turning into a Chinese dragon. I believe she's from Asian origin, and beautiful shot here. And of course we have Purgatory as different power sets. He can control blood, And also, well, Vampirella has also an unusual power set. So different powers, except for chastity, I believe. She's strong, she's agile, she uses weapons like guns, not only stakes but also some technology. So there's different dynamics here that I really liked. So then we see there's a battle, a small battle between Vampirella and of course this beautiful red lady. Because, well, Vampirella said to her, "Hey man, we summoned you, we control you," and well, Purgatory isn't having that. So then, what? I'm gonna skip a few pages. Double check here. Yes. So the human friend is getting killed by Purgatory, and we see basically Vampirella crying over this person called Roger, and she said, Purgatory says, "Why you shed a tear for the human? And she's my friend and an ally, you lunatic." So Purgatory likes women, and she says to Vampirella, "You are pleasing me. I'm liking you. Tell me what's going on." So basically, Vampirella tells a story that there was a covenant and shadow organization underground, a sort of shadow war, and it's been it's going on for 30 years. But then Jade is coming in, turns the whole thing around, going publicly, eliminating the old guard, and has a new set of breed of vampires that is very openly attacking humanity, thus creating a new human vampire war that rages on for a very long time. And well, basically, like I said before, Purgatory is here to stop her. So then Jade is popping up with Chastity, and they're battling each other. Oh, that's a little bit too soon. Can I skip back a little bit? Yeah, well, too late now. So they're battling each other, and it ends like, as you can see here, very visceral. There's a blade here. Chastity is getting accidentally killed because Vampirella throws her into the fire line, or how do you call it, of Jade. Vampirella throws, of course, the blade, misses. She said, "Oh, it embarrassed me that you even have survived that long." And then, well, Purgatory gets the blade and slices her open, and I love this shot. You see the shock on her face, the blood spouting out of her mouth, the organs, flowing out, and then the most beautiful shot of this book. Hold your horses. I mean, look at that. Breaks her neck, and then rips off her head, and then squashes the head in the most gruesome way that even Vampirella looks very grossed out. And then, at the end, Purgatory says, "Allies or enemies now. The decision is yours." So basically, Vampirella agrees with her, and they're going off and continue battling the remaining forces of Jade, and that's basically the end of the book. So it's nothing special, but what I really like is it's just like my other videos with Shazam and with Superman and with the two Goliaths. It's basically people battling each other, and I like that more than what Marvel is putting out now. And yes, I continue to go back to Marvel because Marvel is everything what's wrong in comics nowadays, with the cutesy pie, with the talking about footsies, and even the most hardened superheroes like Wolverine is getting neutered in some books. I don't get it. I mean, I rather go back to this kind of comics with sexy woman and horror aspect, because I love horror, and we see some visceral death scenes, then talk 99% about the patriarchy and how everyone is a narcissist and Nazis or something. I'm getting sick of it. So that's why I'm reading these books and make videos about it. Also, we have some old stuff, some toys, some statues, and we see what's to come. Oh yeah, Lady Demon was also a part of that. Yes, okay. And we see a young Brian Pulido, who is now the head of Chaos Comics, you know, from with Lady Death. He's doing all right. He's doing a lot of work on Kickstarter and also on Indiegogo. He's doing good, man. Yeah, that's it. Nothing more than that. So, Purgatory versus Vampirella. Hope you like my video. See you next time. Bye.